Hey girls, it's Jess Vega here again for our week 4 of our Bible study. I'm actually here at my house and thought I would tape here this week. Sorry this is getting out a little bit late, but I was reading through these chapters, and again, such powerful chapters. And for me, hitting me right in my heart this week because I'm walking through so much of this right now. Even right before I tape this, getting into a discussion with a friend about some things that have to do exactly with this. And, as I read through chapter 10, the managing demands means understanding expectations. I was looking at page 116, and I had highlighted this halfway down the page where it says, it's crucial to identify the expectations before giving a yes answer. Antonio started kindergarten this year, and being new in the neighborhood, I was living in the other house that I was renting before I moved into this house, which was actually like our backyards almost feed to each other, my old house and this house. But I thought, you know what, my son's starting kindergarten. I really want to be involved in my community. I loved my neighborhood. I got to know people in my neighborhood. I got to know people on my street. And so I want to be involved in the neighborhood. And so I decided to join the PTO. I don't know how many of you are in the PTO or a part of the PTO, but I would be your worst nightmare. Oh, my neighbor's chopping down a tree. Okay. And so I had contacted the PTO, and I found there was an open position for a kindergarten rep, for a kindergarten PTO rep. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. It's going to be great. Here I am, single mom of basically a newborn at that time, have Antonio, live in this house. I'm going back to work basically full time. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll be a part of the PTO. And if you see me hit that, my screen's getting dark. So it was about 2 months into the PTO, and I realized I can't do this. I don't have time for this. I kept asking them what the expectations were. They kept telling them they were low. And honestly, what is it, April? I have not been to one PTO meeting. I don't even know if I'm still on the PTO. But I thought of that as I was reading today to identify the expectations before giving a yes. There's so many times that I say yes to things without knowing what is expected of me. Because I think that even though my heart is good, I need to weigh all this out. And I love these questions, which I'm going to have in your notes on the page for you to look at. But, with her talking about buying her car and all of those things, it's just, I could so identify with that. And on page 121, where she talks about, my time, my ability, my money, and my passion, I found myself with my money part, and here's what I've been struggling with, is I sometimes think, well, I deserve this. And this is actually what I said to a friend yesterday. I said, I'm not going to be a slave to what I can't have. And isn't that so opposite of what the Lord wants us to? It's not that He wants us to be a slave of what we can't have. He wants us to be entrusted with what He's given us. And all of that means that sometimes I can't afford what I want. And I sometimes can't afford this opportunity that's given to me. So I just really enjoyed that. And again, always in what season are we in? Sometimes it's thrilling to say yes now, but thinking about what this is going to be like down the road. On Sunday, I said yes to a play date with a friend for Antonio, and as much as I loved that, I got home from a very busy Sunday, and we had to turn around and go on a play date, and I was thinking, this is going to be my first Sunday with nothing going on in 7 Sundays. I've had something going on for 7 Sundays in a row, and this is my first Sunday where after church I don't have anything to do. And I am so a part of the people pleasing. I hate saying no, especially to my parents. I feel guilty when I tell my mom no, or when I'm not living up to what I feel like they want me to be. And so this chapter was just so powerful of the best yes. Because, girls, the best yes is not just about saying yes to things and saying no to things. Sometimes it's saying no to people and saying no to things. And, sometimes it's you being okay with saying no. I just chose to say no to something not too long ago, last weekend. It was going to happen on a Friday night, and it was really hard for me because I thought if I say no to this, then that I am going to be viewed as this. I felt like the expectation that I had put on myself of what their view on me was going to be based on me not saying yes or not inviting them or not having this was having something here at my house. But I knew that I couldn't because I knew that that was not the best yes for me. And it was more emotionally difficult for me to not have something here because I would have rather have just had the birthday party here because I know that that's what is expected of me. But the bottom line is that's not always God's best for me. And walking through this book has been so powerful with where I'm at. And I love some of the other things that she says too. I mean, the awkward disappointment of saying no. On page 144, she says this: it's time to say no to yourself. Say to yourself, I will not let the awkward disappointment of others keep me from my best yes appointments with God. Girls, isn't that how it is? Sometimes we don't say no because we don't know how to, or we don't say yes because we don't know how to. And so we're constantly struggling in this place of what does this look like for us? And